The bold and the beautiful, the fallout, the lie, and the tumor. A scandal unfolds in the most explosive turn of events to ever shake the world of the bold and the beautiful. Secrets have erupted into chaos, trust has shattered into dust, and the lives of everyone involved are now on the line. What began as whispers behind closed doors has now become a full-blown scandal that threatens to destroy families, careers, and futures. After months of subtle manipulation and hidden motives, Lee Finnegan's the composed and collected doctor and adoptive mother of Finn has finally cracked under the pressure. Her confession, if it can even be called that, sent shockwaves through the Forrester and Finnegan families. But instead of taking responsibility, Lee turned on Luna with a chillingly twisted accusation that Luna forced her hand. According to Lee's statement to the authorities, Luna threatened her with a horrifying ultimatum. Either Lee would save her life, or Luna would kill Finn and Steffi. The claim stunned everyone, not only because of its severity, but because it painted Luna's sweet, often conflicted young woman caught between loyalty and truth as a cold-blooded manipulator. Lee insisted that everything Luna had donated, from her mysterious behavior to her moments of emotional collapse, was all part of a broader, more sinister scheme. According to her, she was merely a pawn, a desperate mother trying to protect her son. But not everyone's buying it. Finn, devastated and conflicted, stands at the heart of this storm. The woman who raised him, guided him, molded him into the doctor and man he is today, is now accused of lying to his face for months. She sat across from him at dinner. She smiled at his wedding. She cradled his child. And all the while, she carried the weight of betrayal behind her calm facade. Despite her impassioned claims, Finn doesn't believe her. He struggles with the possibility that his mother, his Hera, could be capable of such cold deception. And if she lied about this, what else has she lied about? The police have moved in quickly, arresting both Lee and Luna, pending investigation. As the public watches in stunned silence, speculations spread like wildfire. Paparazzi flashbulbs ignite the night, reporters stalk the hospital corridors, and family members are left questioning every moment, every word, every interaction they've had with the two women now in custody. But if that weren't enough, another shockwave hit the already fragile situation. Rumors began circulating that Luna was pregnant, a claim that caught everyone off guard, especially Finn. Was she carrying his child? Or someone else's? Was it all a ploy? Was she trying to protect herself by invoking sympathy? The truth came out quickly and cruelly. The pregnancy was fake. A fabrication. A last-ditch effort at manipulation. A sign of mental collapse. Or something more complex? But the doctors found something far more serious. A tumor. Luna is suffering from a growing brain tumor, an abnormal mass that has likely been influencing her behavior, memory, and decisions. What some perceived as manipulation may have been confusion. What seemed like deceit might have been a cry for help. The tumor changes everything. Or does it? Was Luna truly threatening Lee, or was she hallucinating? Was she acting under the influence of something far beyond her control? Or is the tumor just another convenient twist in a web of lies spun so tightly that no one, not even the people involved, can separate fact from fiction anymore? As Finn stares at the scan, seeing firsthand the evidence of Luna's condition, his heart tears in two. This could be his daughter. Maybe not biologically, but emotionally. He has protected her. He has believed in her. Now he faces an unbearable choice. Can he save her life? Should he? Medical ethics, personal pain, and the fractured pieces of loyalty all collide in his mind. He's a doctor, and he's trained to save lives no matter what. But this isn't just any life. This is the woman accused of threatening his wife, his mother, and potentially his entire family. This is the woman who might have lied about a pregnancy. This is the woman who might be sick in more ways than one. Steffi, meanwhile, is caught between protecting her family and supporting her husband. She's furious, wounded, and suspicious. If Luna truly threatened her life, she wants justice. She demands it. But if Luna's condition explains her actions, does that mean she deserves compassion instead of punishment? Lee's position is increasingly untenable. Even as she protests her innocence, her behavior has been erratic. Her insistence that she acted under duress is undermined by her history of obsessive protection over Finn. Her need to control his life, to eliminate perceived threats, has always been lurking beneath the surface. Now, it seems that control has tipped into madness. More and more, Lee is looking less like a victim and more like the orchestrator of a cover-up gone horribly wrong. But what is the truth? Is Luna a manipulator or a victim? Is Lee a mother who made an impossible choice, or a woman who finally let her darkest instincts take control? Is the brain tumor the cause of all this, or just the latest twist in a saga of secrets and betrayals? The upcoming courtroom scenes are expected to be among the most emotionally charged in the show's history. The district attorney is preparing charges, but the defense is already building a case around Luna's medical condition. Doctors will testify. Scans will be shown. Arguments about responsibility, sanity, and morality will take center stage. But even if the court clears Luna, will Finn ever be able to forgive her? Can he forgive Lee? And what happens next if the tumor continues to grow? Luna's life could hang in the balance. Surgery is risky. Time is short. Finn may be the only one capable of saving her. Professionally, he's the best hope. Personally, he's the most conflicted. Does he perform the surgery? Does he stand back and let others take over? And what about the emotional scars that are already forming? The trust that has been broken? The family ties now irreparably frayed? Even more unsettling, whispers are beginning to emerge that Luna's condition may not be new. Some are saying that Lee knew about the tumor all along and used it to her advantage. Did she manipulate a sick woman into taking the fall? Did she exploit Luna's vulnerability for her own protection? The fallout is just beginning. Trust is gone. Truth is slippery. And redemption, if it ever comes, will not be cheap. As the bold and the beautiful barrels forward into this high-stakes arc, one thing is clear. The days of comfortable lies and silent secrets are over. The reckoning has arrived. Lives will be changed. And not everyone will survive what's coming next. Despite the chaos, despite the betrayals, and despite the pain rippling through every corner of his life, Finn makes his choice a choice that shocks his family, infuriates his wife, and threatens to tear his world apart. He's going to save Luna. The decision is final. Against the firestorm of emotions and the deafening disapproval from Steffi, Finn steps into his role not just as a doctor, but as a protector of life, even if that life is the very person accused of destroying everything he holds dear. Steffi can't believe what she's hearing. In the sterile white corridors of the hospital, she stares at her husband like she no longer recognizes him. She lied. She faked a pregnancy. She could have had you killed, Finn. Steffi's voice trembles with a mixture of rage and heartbreak. And you want to save her, but Finn doesn't waver. If I don't, she die. And if this tumor really has affected her mind, then she's not the villain we think she is. His voice is quiet, but the conviction is unshakable. Steffi doesn't care. And what about us? What about our family? You're throwing everything away for her. The silence between them says more than words ever could. Because the truth is, Finn knows what this choice means. He's not blind to the consequences. He sees how this rips the foundation of his marriage. He sees Steffi pulling away, bit by bit. But still, he moves forward. To him, this isn't about loyalty. It's about humanity. This surgery is high risk. Luna's tumor is pressing dangerously close to critical areas of her brain. It's aggressive, fast-growing. Time is not on their side. The surgical team debates alternatives, but Finn insists will lead. No one else knows her case like he does. No one else understands the stakes the way he does. And so, under the harsh glow of the operating room lights, Finn takes Luna's life into his hands even as his own life outside those walls begins to fall apart. Steffi leaves their home. She packs a bag, takes the kids, and walks out without looking back. Her message is clear. If she lives, we're done. But Finn doesn't flinch. He walks into the OR knowing this could be the end not just of a marriage, but of everything he built with Steffi. Still, he chooses Luna. The surgery begins. Every second is a battle. Bleeding. Swelling. Alarms. The team works in silence, focused and tense, while Finn navigates the impossible. His hands are steady, but his heart is racing. Memories flood his mind. Luna's confusion, her outbursts, her tearful apologies. He sees the signs now, signs that were always there but ignored, dismissed as emotional fragility. Maybe he was blind. Maybe he let Steffi's judgment cloud his own. But now, under the scalpel, truth cuts deeper than anything else. After hours of delicate maneuvering, the tumor is removed. The team waits. There's silence. Then, finally, Luna stabilizes. She lives. But the moment is hollow. Finn walks out of the OR into an empty waiting room. No Steffi. No celebration. No arms to fall into. Just the weight of a decision he can't take back. Later, Luna opens her eyes slowly in the recovery room. She's weak, but coherent. She looks at Finn with clarity for the first time in months. "You saved me," she whispers. There's no deception in her tone. No manipulation. Just raw, exhausted gratitude. But Finn can barely meet her gaze. Back at home here, what used to be home, Steffi's silence is louder than any argument. She sends a message through her lawyer. She wants time, distance, maybe even separation. Finn is alone. But this isn't a punishment. It's the price of his choice. He didn't choose Luna over Steffi because he loves Luna. He chose to save a life because it was the right thing to do, even if the woman whose life he saved might still carry secrets that could destroy him. As Luna recovers, the investigation continues. Her tumor becomes central to the case. Psychiatric evaluations begin. Lee remains in custody, her own story unraveling more each day. Evidence mounts that Lee may have known about the tumor all along, that she may have exploited Luna's medical condition to protect herself and orchestrate the cover-up. Her defense begins to crumble. Meanwhile, Luna starts to remember. Flashes of truth, buried under the haze of her condition, now surface in vivid clarity. She recalls the moment Lee panicked. She remembers the threats, but they weren't hers. They were Lee's. Luna begins to piece it together. And slowly, the real story starts to emerge. But none of that fixes what's broken. Finn has saved a life, but at the cost of his marriage. The world sees him as a hero, but inside, he's drowning in guilt. Steffi's absence is a constant wound. His children ask questions he doesn't have answers for. And Luna, recovering in the same hospital where trust has died, knows she's the reason everything shattered. The road ahead is brutal. For Luna, it's about redemption. For Lee, it's about justice. And for Finn, it's about whether he can ever put the pieces of his life back together, or whether he has truly lost everything he once fought to protect. The next chapters will be devastating, because Luna remembers something else. Something about her past. Something that connects her even more deeply to the Finnegan family than anyone expected. Something that could change everything. Again.
Oh.